Hello sir, hello everyone. This is my video presentation about the oral examination or the midterm oral examination for the subject Forensic 7.
Involves forensic ballistics.
Is Criminology intern MEDICO reporting. Now I am going to answer the 10 question. First question to be answered. What is ballistics? So in the word ballistics, it is defined as the science of the motion of the projectile and the condition that affects its motion. So it includes a series of experimentation, observation, and testing. So it is a part of forensic ballistics. So next is, what is trajectory? So this is refers to the parabola or like flight of the projectile from the time it leaves the muzzle of the gun until it hits the target. It is also described as the actual curved path taken by a bullet during its flight. So next is discuss the scope of forensic ballistics. So in the scope of forensic ballistics, there are field investigations, ballistics technical examinations of exhibits, and the legal proceedings. So it is needed for the forensic ballistics. So in the field of the investigation, which is the one of the scope of the forensic ballistics. So in the arrival of the crime scene, the investigator needs cordon the area and takes or collects the evidence while protecting the area to be avoid for contamination of evidence. So in the field of investigation, it is including collection, includes markings, preservation, packing, and transmittal of ballistics exhibit. So the cartridge case found in the area of the crime scene, it is the best evidence for the forensic investigation. Next is ballistics technical examination of the exhibits. So the cartridge case found in the crime scene, in the area of the crime scene, as the field of investigation done, ballistics technical examination of exhibits is the second one. So the fired cartridge found in the crime scene is to be examined by the firearms examiner and conduct a test firing or i-test fire nila ang usa ka bullet, which is at the same time if the bullet the same scratches to the other one or the gun used. Last scope of forensic ballistics, which is the legal proceedings at the law of court. The forensic examiner, it is the expert witness that can testify at the court to introduce the evidence that is true or positive, that is coming from the gun using at killing of the person in the crime scene. Expert witness, which is the examiner, it is the best or expertise or have expertise of the examiner is deterred or determined and tested competence. So ang examiner mo na siya ay makahatag o testify or testimony that the fired bullet, it is positive that coming from the gun using or found in the crime scene. So the next question is, give the legal definition of firearms. So it is used includes rifle, muskets, carbines, shotguns, pistols, and revolvers. From a bullet ball, shot, or other missiles may be discharged by means of the gunpowder. So it is the legal definition of firearms that the firearms can be used by the means of ball or shot, or the other missiles may be discharged by means of gunpowder. So the next question is distinguish smoothbore firearms from rifle bore firearms. So the smoothbore firearms, it is a firearms that have no lands and grooves inside their gun barrel, while rifled bore firearms that have rifling inside the barrel. So it has lands and grooves inside the barrel. So example of the smooth bore firearms includes shotguns and muskets. In some example of rifle bore firearms includes pistols, revolvers, uh, other modern weapons. So the next question is, how do you describe the internal structure of the shotgun barrel? So it is mentioned a while ago that the shotgun is belongs to the smooth bore firearms. So the internal structure of the barrel of the shotguns, which or where differ because it can release more pellets in one shot. The next is distinguish revolver from a pistol. So, revolver is a type of firearm in which designed to position a cartridge into position for firing with the aid of rotating cylinder. So, it's serving as its chamber. While pistol, from firearms history, it seems like all handguns are generally called as pistols. But there is classes which is the single shot pistol, the semi-automatic, and by its functions without the use of revolving cylinder, or it's either magazine type or single shot like shotgun. The next question is the what is an ammunition? Ammunition is composed of bullets, cartridge, gunpowder, firing pin. It is called an ammunition if it is complete with the parts, a cartridge, and the bullet with the gunpowder. Next question is, how do you describe a projectile? For me, a projectile, it is called projectile when it is traveling at the muzzles of the gun by striking the firing pin with the gunpowder. So the bullet start to traveling the muzzles of the gun to straight to the target. It is called projectile. Next question, discuss the types of cartridge case. So there are many types of cartridge case. Example, M16 bullet or projectile, which difference to the other caliber, which is the M16 is large, or that has large amounts of gunpowder, because the bullet of the M16 is pointed, so it needs more gunpowder to throw the bullet, if you say far target, it can be penetrate in hard object. So there are also cartridge that the sensitive parts of the bullet is at the base of the bullet. There are also cartridge that at the center is sensitive at the location of the firing pin. Example, 22 caliber is designed at the sensitive parts in at the base It is not the center, while the caliber 45, it is the at the center, that positioning of the firing pin. So the next question is, what is the origin of the term sharpshooter? Answer: it is originated from the German word which is the sharpshooter, which is also known as the accurate shooter. Refers to anyone whose skilled marksmanship, or it's called marksmen, were known for shooting abilities, often for long range rifles. So talagsa raw kay masipyat ning mga sharpshooter.